How to clean the Banish 30. Okay, guys, today we're going to be talking about cleaning the Banish 30. How this is a very specific suppressor that we're going to be talking about. However, the principles will apply to any baffled suppressor that you take apart. So this is Banish 30. I know, guys, I haven't released a video on on shooting it and comparing that, but that will come out, I think, in a week from today. It's just that one takes more editing than this one. So anyway, so to take this apart, super simple. Just unscrew this guy here. It screws for about 3 decades, and then if it's not super dirty, you can just pop these guys out by tapping it on something there. If not, then you can grab something and stick it in the back and push them out. If it's really dirty, then you actually have to use the baffled removal tool that threads into the back, and then can get all the baffles out. So this one's not super dirty, so I'm just going to tap them out here. Okay, guys, so these are all the internal baffles, specifically the Banish 30. We're going to have to undo it. They send you the tool to undo it with it. So it's just a little Allen key, this doodad, put it in there, unscrew it. Okay, guys, so now everything's apart, our extension, all this stuff. And then my favorite gun cleaner is ball stall. And so I'm just going to hit everything up with ball stall real good. Okay, so now that everything's soaked in ball stall, we're just going to take a toothbrush and a paper towel. We're going to scrub everything and wipe it down. And they'll never be as shiny as they were when they were new. But who cares? They'll work perfectly fine. On the baffles, I've just been using this old toothbrush. You can use like a wire metal brush, a fine one, and kind of scrub all these off a little more, so I can kind of get them off with my fingernail a little bit. This one's not super dirty, so I'm not going to worry about it. But if your suppressor is super dirty, you might want to use a metal wire brush. Don't go on like the finish and stuff, but other than that, you can scrub these all day long with it. It ain't going to hurt them. Cleaning inside your tube is a little bit more difficult. I take a toothbrush, the back of it, and I just kind of go back and forth with the paper towel in there. Again, if it's really dirty, you can use a wire brush on the inside, not on the outside. In here, I just take a paper towel in there and just shove this toothbrush in here and really get it around and all that. Okay, guys, so when you got everything clean, time to put it back together. So to assemble this guy, these do latch into place. And then in here, in this tube, there's a little groove. It's going to be just about impossible to see for you. Let me see. Okay, so I put it right at the very tippy top right there. So all those have to fall into that groove. So how I put them back in is I line all these up. And then I find that groove. I hold my finger on the groove and then line it up with these guys with the notches. And I'll push it in. And you'll know you got it in if the end piece, if this screws in all the way. Okay, so there still is a little bit of gap, there always will be, but if you can see like that red gasket, then you know you didn't make it. And then these ones, there's no keyway, they should also just slip right in, just like that. Okay, you know that's nice and clean. Then we're going to screw on the end cap and then wipe everything down one last time. Okay, now I'm just going to wipe down the exterior of the suppressor. Okay, and then you have a clean suppressor that's ready to go to the range again. Okay, guys, if you have any other hints, tips, or tricks on how to clean a suppressor, please put those in the comments below. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time, and have a great new year.
Yeah.